Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. So there's been a lot of major changes behind the scenes over at Cartoon Network as of late. We had Tom Aschehow being fired, Michael Oherle being named the new president, and then Kathleen Finch completely restructuring Cartoon Network, Adult Swim and Boomerang, and Cartoon Network Studios and Warner Brothers Animation behind the scenes. There's been a lot going on, and today I wanted to discuss with you guys, what does all of this mean for Cartoon Network's future? What does this mean for the shows that are currently on the network and the shows that we know are coming to the network? I know in one of my prior videos, I touched on how the Kids, Young Adults, and Classic Movies segment of Warner Media being broken down into Cartoon Network and Adult Swim, Cartoon Network Studios and Warner Media's animation department, and the Classic Movies department will bring about change for Cartoon Network. They'll be able to focus more so on the schedule and what shows they want to acquire rather than having to focus on that plus actually producing the shows over at Cartoon Network Studios. Now these departments can just focus on their respective responsibilities instead of being also involved in producing the shows plus making the schedule and all of that stuff. So it's going to bring about for more quality content in my opinion, but that's stuff that's going to happen down the line. What immediate effects are we going to see over at Cartoon Network? And I think first and foremost, we're going to see some shows probably get canceled. I mean, right now, if you look at Cartoon Network, they don't have a ton of original programming on the channel. I know that Tom Aschehow greenlit a ton of new series, but we're probably going to see some of these shows that are currently on the network and some of the shows that are coming to Cartoon Network either get canceled or never release at all. Like, for example, right now we have Elliot from Earth, Mile Mile Heroes of Pure Heart. Those are two series that have not aired a new episode on the channel in over a year in the case of Elliot from Earth, and I believe it's been like 2 years for Mile Mile Heroes of Pure Heart. So Michael Oherle may come in and say, yeah, these shows, you guys gotta get a faster output for these episodes. If you can't do it, we're gonna have to cancel the series. Or he might come in and say, alright, season 2 of Elliot from Earth premiered, Mile Mile season 2 premiered, and you guys, your ratings aren't good, your shows are canceled. There might be shows on Cartoon Network right now that Michael Oherle and maybe Kathleen Finch just doesn't like. And they're like, you know what? I don't like that show. It's getting canceled because it doesn't fit with my vision for the channel. And they'll put a different show in its place. And you might be wondering, DC Network, why would they cancel a show just because they don't like it? Well, if we look at just in general, when companies change heads of the departments or heads of the company, usually people get laid off. Usually shows get canceled. People lose their jobs just because the new people who are in charge have a different vision for that company. Like, for example, we just saw this with Warner Media right now. With the merger between Warner Brothers and Discovery, what happened? Warner Media had huge layoffs. One of the people that got fired was Tom Aschehow. Why? Did Tom Aschehow do anything wrong to deserve to get fired? No, it's just that their vision for what they want for Cartoon Network is different from Tom's vision and they want someone else to take his place. That's why he lost his job. If we look at the change of presidents over the years at Cartoon Network, what happened when Stu Snyder took over? Some of the shows that were greenlit during the Jim Samples era, they got canceled. A lot of, at that time actually, if we look at the network, who left the channel at that time? Geddy Tartakovsky left. Craig McCracken left. These creators who were with the network for years were leaving because there was a change in management. Instead of Jim Samples being in charge, now it was Stu Snyder who had a different vision for Cartoon Network. Obviously, Stu Snyder's vision for the channel included live-action programming when Jim Samples did not. Then we see Christina Miller take over. What happens at that time? A bunch of action shows start getting canceled. Action shows completely departed from the channel in favor of comedies of these action series like the Powerpuff Girls reboot and the Ben 10 reboot. Unfortunately for the creators of these shows, they might have done nothing wrong. It might just be that the change in leadership wants something different for the channel and their show doesn't fit in with that new vision. And I'm sure we're going to see the same thing happen here. And another thing as well is, for example, Infinity Train was canceled by Tom Aschehown's regime. His group was the group that canceled Infinity Train. It might not have come from him directly, it might have come from people even above him, but at the time at which he was president of Cartoon Network, Infinity Train was canceled. It's very possible that Michael Oherle says, That show Infinity Train, I don't understand why it got canceled. It's a great series. It is meant for older audiences. I'm the president of Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, and Boomerang. I'm putting it for a season 5, a book 5 on Adult Swim. I like Infinity Train. I want to give it the final 4 books that Owen Dennis wanted for the series. That could very well happen as well. My point is that the shows that are on the channel, the shows that were canceled, the shows that were not picked up, like for example, let's say Galactic Kids Next Door or the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie that were both rejected by Cartoon Network. Michael Oline, guess what he was at that time? He was the creative director over at Cartoon Network. He helped push these series to get greenlit. He might say, I love those shows. I love Conan Kids Next Door. I love the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I want Galactic Kids Next Door to happen. I want the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy movie to happen. He might say, I'm putting them on Adult Swim because he's in charge of both Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, and also Boomerang. He's in charge of the 3 of them. So he might not be just looking at Cartoon Network and saying, I'm in charge of this channel. I have a vision for this channel alone. His vision might include Boomerang, Adult Swim, and Cartoon Network to all coexist together and get shows evenly distributed to all 3 channels. We don't know what his vision is for the channel, and my point is that things that happened recently, like shows getting canceled, shows not getting greenlit, they might be reversed. Those shows might get greenlit, and those shows might get uncanceled. Shows that are currently on Cartoon Network that people are enjoying or maybe not enjoying, Michael Oline's vision might not fit in with those series. Those series might get canceled just because they don't fit his vision for the channel. And lastly, the last aspect of this is the shows that are currently in development. Some of them might get canceled, some of them might get completely reworked because Michael Oline's vision does not fit the vision of those series. Like, for example, we know nothing about the 6th iteration of Ben 10 as of the recording of this video. The series could be, let's just say it's a comedy. Just say it's a sequel to the Ben 10 reboot, it's going to be another comedy, and Michael Oline says, no. I helped make the original Ben 10 a huge success. We are continuing the original continuity because Ben 10 should be in action and Ben 10 should stay in action and not touch the comedy sector. He might come in and say that, and then the current Ben 10 6th iteration gets canceled in favor of a new 6th iteration of Ben 10, and then obviously Ben 10 will have a longer development cycle because things change during development, because leadership changes during development. These are all things that might happen due to all of the changes that have happened over at Cartoon Network over these past couple of weeks. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think will happen over the next couple of weeks. Do you agree with me that we're very much in an unknown period for the future of the channel? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.